For most little kids, there's not a better day than Christmas morning. The endless amount of fun that could lay under that tree is almost anxiety-inducing. You feel me, dog? Like most kids, I was always running down the stairs the moment I woke up just to look at all those presents that lay under the tree. I often thought about what was behind the wrapping, you know? Who was it for? Maybe my big older brother who's smart but mean, or my bossy sister who's also mean. And hopefully that one big one that couldn't fit on a tree was for me. Yeah. Even as I grew older and became a teenager, I still felt a certain excitement for what lay under that tree, despite the fact I knew Santa wasn't real and my gifts were starting to turn from cool stuff like marshmallow launchers, which are just the weirdest invention ever, to now just like clothes and books. Ugh. Short intermission in this video. I want to acknowledge all my Jewish friends who probably never experienced Christmas morning. I mean, yeah, sure, you guys get some cool stuff on like Chanukah or whatever, but let's do a little rundown. Santa versus Chanukah Harry. It isn't even close in favor of Hanukkah Harry. Of course. End of intermission. For me though, Christmas morning meant a couple new video games, which was always totally radical. Flashback to Christmas 2012. The new Assassin's Creed 3 came out, which is still better than Asians Creed 2, despite all the naysaying. Stop hating Assassin's Creed 3. It's good, you dongos. It is a good story. It is interesting. The open world is pretty cool. Or maybe Christmas 2015, where my big bro bought me a Steam gift card and I got 2 new games that are now some of my favorites of all time. Hearts of Iron 4 and Europa Universalis 4. You know, I like him because I'm a PC Master Race Grand Strategy nerd who likes to play time-consuming games and going against the mainstream, what can I say? And lastly, who could forget Christmas of 2013, where I had the misfortune of watching Home Alone 4, the dumbest Christmas movie ever made. But at the same time getting an Xbox One, I literally had never been more excited in my life to get an Xbox One, and then I realized it was straight up shit like Home Alone 4. Did you know that there's 5 of these now? Like, I thought there was only 1 and 2 until I saw the 4th one way back in 2013. And then they made another one. There's 5 of them. There's 5 Home Alone movies. There's 5. I'm sure most people of my generation have those similar feelings. The best part of getting a new game is looking at the cover and thinking of all the fun opportunities ahead of you once you load up your console and start playing. Yes, my friends, it's that feeling of being at the loading screen of a new game that you've been so hyped up to play, and your fingers start tingling as you press start, and you hear the soundtrack go off, and you're just like, oh shit, I'm about to orgasm. It's that feeling of loading up Fallout 4 after just having replayed both Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 because you were so hyped to play this game, and you get thrusted into that huge open world of a post-apocalyptic Boston. Yeah, pretty hype. It's the feeling of getting Modern Warfare 2 and starting the campaign to play in Afghanistan and the Russian mountains and that cliffhanger mission, which is still one of the best missions in just gaming history.
Ramirez!
Or it's the feeling of finding out that the game you got was just another 2K game, which is just straight up processed garbage with a bunch of microtransactions. And also, why is VC and packs so much more expensive than they were in the previous year? Like, in NBA 2K13, when you bought packs, they were like cheaper, and also they had more than one player in the packs. They had like 5. What happened to that? As I mentioned before, Christmas morning meant multiple new games, which is why it was always super exciting, because normally getting a new game for me as a kid required me to first earn it, according to my old man. So birthdays I would get one, because it's your birthday, and we're going to celebrate the fact that you beat the odds and you survived another year on this planet. It's kind of morbid if you think about it. I got one if I got good grades at the end of school. I know, however, that for many other kids, Christmas meant just getting like one game, or maybe not even that, but something else gaming related. But let me tell you the best part. The best part about all this is you still had another week plus off of school to play your game and probably finish it because, Mom, it's cold outside. And have you seen the graphics on Assassin's Creed 3? Yeah, couple that with a great-ass story and it's an amazing-ass game. What, Mom? What do you mean Assassin's Creed 2 is better than 3? No, it's not. No, it's not. 3 is set in the Revolution and in America and it has ships. Yeah, well, fuck you too. Heading back into the important smart stuff of this video that makes it actually worth making, Christmas ties to the idea of the new possibilities of a video game when you first start them. It's the feeling I've mentioned before. The feeling of the unexplored, the unconquered, the new beginning. We all like it. It's the same feeling you get when you load up a new episode of The Mandalorian. It's the same feeling when you watch Love Actually for the 47th time on Christmas Day because your parents want you to see it. It's not like that. I'm not sure how to describe that feeling, but you know what I'm talking about. And maybe that's why we love getting new video games. It's human nature. We are curious. We love to challenge the unknown and learn. It's why we colonized the new world. It's why we traveled to the moon. It's why JT brought sexy back. It's why we play video games. Keep exploring. Keep learning. Not really learning, but you get the gist. Keep finding something new. It's why games get just harder as you go on, because we love the challenge. It's why some of our favorite games are games like Dark Souls that make you want to absolutely kill yourself after playing because it's really hard. Although we might associate video games with humans detached from society, video games are really just another way to perpetuate our humanity and technology. That was really smart. I just came up with that. Video games, if anything, are closer to the humanistic ideals of just living than a bunch of other things like exploring and walking and pooping and bopping and slopping and mopping and topping and copping, lopping. Sorry for getting all serial with y'all, but that's what a little reflecting at the end of the year will do. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy Chanukah, Merry Kwanzaa, or Happy Kwanzaa, or whatever you're supposed to say before Kwanzaa. Have a great end of the year. And also make sure to check out Dr. Phil Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. on some garbage network that's running out of ideas. So they only play Dr. Phil because it's the only way for them to get views and or revenue. And again, remember that video games are not a bad thing. They're a good thing to an extent, like everything. But video games are kind of cool. Not gonna lie.